Hey everybody, the Johnny Cage here, and welcome back to a brand new video game. This time we're playing, that's right, The Little Mermaid on the NES. I bet you never would have expected to see me play this. Then again, maybe you would, as it is one of those awesome Disney Capcom games on the NES that just doesn't get the love that you would expect it to have. But here I am, 29-year-old man playing Little Mermaid. Let's go. Ariel, princess of the sea, fell in love with Eric at first sight. She asked Ursula to make her human so she could meet him. He fell in love with her too and planned to marry her. I don't know, I'm doing this a sinister voice, but then one day Sebastian, Flounder, and Scuttle came to see Ariel in a big hurry. He just couldn't stop moving his lips. And he's all like, they explained that she cast a spell over the fish of the sea, so they would have to do whatever she wanted. If she wasn't stopped, she would probably take over the whole sea, but only probably. We're not sure, so don't rush yourself. But Ariel's like, I'm a fish, and a fish has got to do what a fish has got to do. So she told Eric, I got to get back to what's going on. And so she was like, okay. And he's like, okay. And Eric was all like, damn. In fact, he didn't even move a muscle. He just sat there looking all derpy with his unibrow and was like, aw, shit. But that's life when trying to get married to a mermaid. Anyhow, they ain't got time for that. Time for stage one. See ya, Coral. Boom! Right into the action here, folks. Alright, so a little bit about the game. You grab seashells. They're a pretty good weapon. You can just ram enemies with them. Right off the bat here, we're going to get a power-up so that we can put these fish in bubbles using our tail. This is going to be kind of like one of those casual speedrun things that I do. Not that this is a speedrun whatsoever, but I'm not going to show off a lot of the game. I'm just going to kind of go through it and just show how to kill, however long this is, 13 minutes or so, just by playing a game, cross it off your bucket list of games that you never beat. So we got the power up. We can put fish in a bubble. It only takes one swipe of our fin rather than two, so that's going to save us some time. And geez, even before I get the first sentence out, we're up to the first boss already, Mr. Shark. He ain't so happy, not at all. But oh well. So he's going to take, as you can see here, one shot. You can fire in 8 directions with the fish in their bubbles, which is kind of cool. I didn't realize that until playing this game a few times, and it makes it quite easy. One of the more not so great mechanics of this is the control of Ariel, and you might notice it as I'm playing. You can hold down B and go faster, like Mario style, but she also, when she turns from left to right, she has multiple frames of animation, and it kind of sucks. It really slows things down. Anyhow, so look out, Ursula's going towards the sunken ship. Alright, we'll look out the best we can. So, here we go. Onto the sunken ship. Not a whole lot of game change. One thing worth mentioning about the little red pellet that we got in the beginning is that it stays with you for the whole game unless you die, so hopefully we don't die. There's a possibility we might. I'm not going to lie to you. It's not like I've played this game 100 times. I've literally beaten this game 3 times. So we're just giving it a go, But there's only 5 levels, so it won't be that tough, really. You can do a little bit of these out-of-water shenanigans, flopping around like a little floppy fish. But, yeah, this is a pretty neat game. I had heard from the Happy Video Game Nerd a long time ago this was a pretty neat one, so I figured I'd give it a try. And, if you played Chip 'n Dale's Rescue Rangers, you played DuckTales, to a lesser degree Tailspin, they're really awesome games for the NES. And even though it is Little Mermaid, it's definitely worth giving it a try, just to play around with it. Look at that, ramming speed on those ghosts. And we're up to the second boss, which is easily the worst in the entire game. These 2 eels, and they tend to jump in and out of their hidey holes quite a bit. Sometimes they'll charge out of them, but sometimes they'll go back in immediately after showing themselves, which is a real pain because it just really throws everything off here. And of course they can get the jump on you. Ran right into one of those little lobsters. You can't shoot the lobsters when they're crouched down like that, only when they're moving, so something to keep in mind. But I don't know. I never really watched Little Mermaid growing up. Hey, that was a pretty good fight. Gotta give you that. I was more of a Lion King Aladdin guy myself, so I really don't know what's going on here. I like to call the lobster Tyrone. I think it's a more appropriate name for him. Look at him go. Yeah, the fiendish Ursula froze the sea. Be careful, the ice is very slippery. A rhyme, motherfucker. So yeah, that's basically all I know about the game. I didn't even know that the prince's name was Eric. It doesn't seem very Disney-like to just call him Eric. I mean, I'm not gonna give anyone a bad rep whose name happens to be Eric. I'm just saying it's not very Prince-like. But meanwhile, I can try to sing a little bit of the song. Oh, I didn't mean to run into that guy, but I think it's like, under the sea, things will get wetter. You won't need a sweater under the sea. I think that's how it goes. I like it. I like any place where I don't really need a sweater. That's what I'm saying. So, well, we got a chance to open up this treasure chest, so we'll give this one a go. This is one of the blue balls. And I think they increase your range. Don't quote me on that, because I could be wrong. Again, I've spent a grand total of not even an hour with this game, so I'm just kind of going on a limb here. As long as they say it with confidence, I feel people will probably agree with me, and that's basically what we're shooting for right now. So, yeah, but it wasn't one of those Disney movies that I really grew up with watching whatsoever. I feel like I've probably seen it in its entirety at one point, but I just can't really remember where. Level 3 boss, Mr. Walrus. Not too troubling, except for the mechanic of which you have to hit him. Oh, and that's exactly what I mean right there, and yeah, that's just a pain. So you can only use the shells as a weapon against him, but if you get, geez, I'm really not doing good here. If you get, and I'm running into stuff, great, on my last little bit of life. If you get too close to the edge, oh, that's basically what you want to do right there, but if you get too close to the edge, you will just jump right up, and you just want to throw the shell up, so you need to be a little bit further back, but obviously not back so far as that you miss, which is the case that happened there. Just really a pain in the ass guy. Look at him trying to get away. I don't even know if I should try to get that. I mean, I should, but I don't know. I also think that maybe he only allows 2 shells on the screen at the same time, so yeah, we'll see what happens here. And, oh, you gotta be kidding me, yeah? Okay, fantastic. Well, now we're really in trouble. Does he maybe fire a 3rd one? I'm gonna go out on a limb here and guess not so much. Yep, that looks to be the way of things. Try to knock this into him. No, damn you! Well, okay, fine. We gotta get this off the stage at least. So, let's take care of that. Come on, he ran right into that shell. It's right there. The weapon can't be in the boss's body. Doesn't make sense. It's not natural, I'll tell you. Like this whole human mermaid relationship. I don't know about those families getting together, man. I mean, they both come from royalty, and I get that, but I just feel like there's gonna be some awkwardness there, you know? I mean, they can't really see each other on a regular basis. Can't really have family meals. But, anyhow, okay, we took care of that abomination of a fight. That was just, oof. Ooh, that was bad. That was real bad. Haven't got any forks or pipes. It's alright, we don't need to eat, and we certainly don't need to smoke. And Flounder over here is like, hey, there's something strange going around that sea volcano. Be careful. Something bad may be waiting for you. Yeah, as opposed to all the good things that we've been running into so far. I'm sure we'll be fine. I mean, it's not like they're erupting or something like that. Oh my god, they're erupting! Luckily, they're erupting as you would expect a volcano to erupt underwater. Very, very slowly. Worse than the volcanoes is we have the damn prawns to deal with. And, prawns, shrimp, I don't know, I'm reminded of District 9 whenever I see things like that, where they start yelling in their South African accents, prawns! I don't know why, but it stuck with me through the years. And they also look very googly-eyed, like they may have been doing a little smoking of themselves under the sea here. But anyhow, well, that went by pretty well. Well, we're not out of the woods yet. Oh, this is the level... No, never mind. I thought that was the screen where you take the straight line. Anyhow, I think we may have passed it, or we're not there yet. A straight line, like, right through the screen. It looks pretty neat. But here we go. The conductor fish, we can only assume. Oh my gosh, and the fish are just running into one another. We need to step back here a little bit. Okay, alright. Now we got things under control. There we go. There's a twofer. I love the little, like, sea urchins. Kind of look like the enemies in Kirby. Also very much so remind me of the Soot from Spirited Away. Oh, that's one of my favorite animated movies by far. Probably my favorite, I would say. Very good one. But, we'll see here. We're down to, oh, come on. Stupid invincibility frames. Oh, juking and jiving. Oh, uh-oh. Oh, you got this mermaid on the run here. Oh, man. Ooh, yeah. There we go. Platform man's best. Oh, you can't keep a good mermaid down. Oh, face collecting. So, yeah, that could have gone bad. Real bad. And, it's not a big deal if you die. I mean, don't think that if you lose this red ruby and you have to hit the fish 2 times, it would be terrible, because it really won't be. Oh, this is fun. Okay, so Ursula's Castle, last level, it's a maze. But it's a very NES-style maze, and I'll show you when we get there. It won't take us very long, but this level is, and I figured this out for myself pretty quickly, what was going on here, so I'm sure you probably would too. I love how evil these snake heads look. But okay, so you go through the first door, right? Go through it a second time, a third time, and boom, that's the maze. Just go through the same door 3 times, and you're good. That's as all mazes should be. I'm sure there's some good stuff in these treasure chests as we're getting pretty close to the end of the game, but I ain't got time for that. Ain't got time for you pufferfish. No, not so much. Oh man, a pufferfish would be an interesting thing to eat. You know, I hear that 100 people a year die from eating pufferfish. You know, it's kind of like poisonous and you need to have like a master, a butcher or chef kind of prepare it for you. I don't know, would you do it? I'd do it, but only because I'm a risk taker. But, alright, so we're coming up on the end here. Stupid little guys intentionally in your way. It's very annoying. But, okay, as soon as you come across the grabby hands, or snakes, whatever they are, now we're up against Ursula, the final fight. And as you can see, they got pretty lazy by this point as the color of her dress, they're just like, yeah, you know, some of it's overlapping here and there, but, whatever, that's fine. The kids like it, you know. So, you gotta hit her, I believe, 5 or so times. Yeah, 5 or so I clearly know what I'm talking about. Only the fish and the seahorses will do, the starfish will not. Starfish loves you, but he is also not a very useful ally in the fight against evil. But, you know, can't win them all. So I think that's gonna do it. Yes, it will! And there you go, you'd think that would be the end. But it's not, there's always a second form. Always. So get ready, kids. Because this is about to get crazy. We're going up against a bigger Ursula. And I love on this screen how Flounder's just clearly looking at her boobs. God, I love you, Flounder. You're a fantastic guy. Alright, so she's become powerful because she's gotten big, and it's just kind of the way the world works. So here you go. Much better drawn this time. You know, you got some more detail to it. And there's a gimmick of sorts here. There's wind. Not nearly as bad as Ninja Gaiden 2 wind, but enough to be a slight annoyance. But the good thing is that she's so big, there's so much ammo coming your way, that it's really not any kind of a fight whatsoever. You have to hit her 7 times, and that's all she's gonna do. And I don't see how you could really die to her. Oh, that was fantastic timing. I had one thing in my way, and of course that would happen. But yeah, nothing much to say about this one, unfortunately. Not even as challenging as, I would say, the end fights to DuckTales or Chip and Dale. But, oh well. More challenging than the first level of Captain Planet. And I'm not going to play Captain Planet. The game's ridiculous. But anyhow, there you go. That is the end of Little Mermaid. We have beaten it. Man, it seems like just 12 minutes ago, as her father comes up to stab her in the back with a trident. Or at least that's definitely what it looks like is happening here. But no, she's gonna turn her back into a human because he's a nice guy like that, and he cares a lot. So, you know, you gotta give props. Pew, pew, pew. Laser powers. And then Eric, who's just been in that same stance the entire time, we'll assume. She returns to him. He was very happy to see her, swept her into his arms, and then there they were. They got married. They lived happily ever after. The end. Why complicate the story more than that? Let's ignore everything that just happened. It went smoothly, and that's all that counts, so. Alright, well, that was pretty cool. Little Mermaid on the NES. Give it a play. It's fun. It's short, and you need a little quick break. That's what you do. Anyhow, guys, thanks a lot for watching. This has been the Johnny Cage. Next week, I think, since this went so well, we're going to actually get back into playing a real game. A real man's game. Yeah. Alright, guys. Well, thanks a lot for watching. I'll talk to all of you awesome people later on.